All right, so it is the 25th of August, and we are on our final Superstar Sunday Summer Shorts. And we saved the best for last. This is Feriale. And I honestly really don't even know how to introduce you other than I have followed you and Michael and your comments back and forth and all of your recipe helps over and over again and watched your videos and just think you're dynamite. So I'm going to let it go with that, and you can brag about yourself as much as you want to. But she's going to take it away and talk to us about how to get more sales out of your show. And she is amazing at that. So here we go, and it's all yours.
Okay. Well, I've never not been introduced before, so it's a little bit, I guess, a little bit of egotistical talking about myself, but I've been with the company for 27 years, and I have just hit the 3.6 million in sales. And yeah, thank you. And I have been Circle of Honor Achiever 5 times. I've been one of 6 Legacy Award achievers. I was one of the first ones to get the Legacy Award. And I'm a senior director right now for about a minute or so, and then that'll be changing, hopefully, in the next month or so. And so that's all there is really about me that you need to know. I've been around a long time. I've contributed a lot to how things are done at Pampered Chef a little bit, but now I'm definitely the old dog. But that's okay. The old dog is still here, and I'm still yapping. So
they're still teaching you new tricks too, so that's hopeful for all of us. So you're good.
Teaching me new tricks, or the other way around?
Vice versa, both ways. I mean, because you got onto all the blender deal and all the new things you're learning too. So that's why we want to learn from you.
Well, I was on the design team for the quick cooker. I was one of the 4 to design the quick cooker for you, and I was on the deluxe blender, the deluxe cooker blender. So yeah, I like being on the product advisory committee. That's what I enjoy. I've been a chef for many years, so I think that comes a little bit into product knowledge. So Kara has asked me to talk to you about increasing your show average, increasing your sales, and I really couldn't, that and hostess coaching and getting bookings is are my favorite topics. That's what I pride myself on. So let's talk about sales though, okay? Because, we do know that our business starts first off, and primarily we got to get the bookings. And let's look at booking as sort of something that we're selling, because I think bookings are also like sales, because you have to sell people on the idea of hosting a show. Okay. So the only thing I'm going to really say about bookings is think about bookings when you're trying to get people to do a show for you. Ask yourself, what would make you want to have a show? And that's the question you always want to ask when you're trying to sell anything to anybody. What would make you want to have a show? What would make you want to buy a certain product? Okay? So always keep that in the back of your head. So when you're talking about a product, and let's talk, Pampered Chef has really gone to the point now where we have some very high-end product. We have product lines that, we never dreamed 27 years ago. The most expensive thing we sold when I started, we got an entire set of cookware for $99.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now we can't buy a piece of cookware for $99. Right. So to now be offering, $800 sets of cookware, $300 blenders, and $300+ pressure cookers, you've got to sort of know how to present those products. But what I want you to also remember when you're selling, you have to sort of forget for a minute, okay, you're not there to sell a higher priced item. And I know this sounds really weird when I say that, because you could have somebody easily drop $300 on a quick cooker, but you could also very easily have somebody drop $300 on a multiple amount of items, okay? So it doesn't matter what they buy, it matters how much they buy. So how are we gonna get them to wanna spend, okay? The very most important thing you need to do to increase your sales average, guys, is you need to know your products really well. If you don't have your product knowledge, how are you gonna know how to promote that product? Okay, so 1, think about what would make you wanna, spend the money on an item. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you need to know what that product can deliver. So if you look up what is selling, selling is finding a problem and providing the solution. Okay, so let's do a little bit of an analogy here too. Okay, let's do a little bit of a, sort of painting a picture. Okay, let's put it this way. You're empty nesters. Okay, you're like Kara, you're a grandparent, you have grandchildren. Okay, you don't have anybody living at home with you, you're retired. Okay, so now you and your husband need to go buy a washer and a dryer. Okay, so you walk into store A, and you walk in, a salesman comes running up, says to you, how can I help you today? You say, well, we're here to look at a washer and dryer. And he goes, well, just come right this way and let me show you the best thing we have in the building, in the store today. I'm going to show you the top of the line. You could not get any better. So here it is. I'll go get your paperwork. Okay, so that's salesman A in store A. But what is he trying to do now? He's just trying to sell you the most expensive thing in the store. He didn't ask you anything except what you were here to buy. Okay, let's go to store B. Okay, salesman B comes up. So B comes up and he says to you, hey, hello, how can I help you today? Well, we're here looking for a washer and dryer. Oh, terrific. Well, we have plenty of those for you to consider. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your life? Okay. So now he's asking you and saying, well, we're retired, we live in, in 55 and over community. We travel a lot, so we're not home very much. We don't do a lot of laundry, and we don't have a very big laundry room. Okay, so now he asked you, what's your lifestyle? How often do you do laundry? Do you have a big family? Okay, and you pretty much told him, we don't have a whole lot of space. We're not home very much. We rarely do a whole lot of, big things, correct? Right? So now he knows, he goes, well, why don't we go here and why don't we look at the stackable washer and dryer? Okay, so what has that salesperson done? He got to know you a little bit. He got to understand exactly what it is you're looking for, right? Okay, so if you can always remember, so who do you think you're gonna give your business to? Yes, if you had just given in to salesman number A, you would have probably spent $2,000 on a washer and dryer that you really didn't need, okay? It was just too much for what you need, okay? So now, let's say you're gonna go to salesman B. He's giving you exactly what you need. He's giving you a solution to your problem or your issue, correct?
Right.
Right? Okay, so now let's look at Pamper Chef here. The one thing that I find when I go across the country training, I really find it very interesting that a lot of consultants hardly ask any questions when they're doing the show. Your whole show should be about questions, hearing the answers, providing the solution. Okay, so if you're going to get a higher party average, you need to know what the product can do. You need to justify it for them. Okay, so I don't know if we have any guys on here yet, but most of us are women, correct? Okay, how many of you, just raise your hand so I get an idea, had a very special occasion to go to where you had to go find the perfect dress, right? You ever have to do that? Okay, all right. So you're shopping for this dress, correct? Okay, and you're trying on a whole bunch of them. Well, all of a sudden it happens. You find this perfect dress. You put it on, it makes you look 30 pounds skinnier, 5 inches taller, and 20 years younger. You're looking at this dress like it is like manna from heaven. You're like, oh Lord, I have found it. And then what do?
Look at the price.
Look at the price tag. And this is what we do as women, we try to justify that price tag. Okay, so we start telling ourselves, well, I'm gonna wear it to the wedding. I'm gonna wear it on the cruise. I'm gonna wear it to the graduation. And that's a bunch of bullhooey because we women will not do that. We're not gonna wear a dress like that over and over again because other women are gonna notice, okay? But you have to look at that. The more ideas you're giving yourself as where to wear this, it's costing less and less and less in your head. And that's what you have to do when you're selling products. You have to give them so many uses and benefits, okay? All right. You ready for this? Okay.
Yep.
Features tell, benefits sell. So the features are all well and good, and you can read your catalog and your product information guide and know what the features are that make a product unique, but it's the benefits to your customer that are going to sell that product. Okay? So remember, features tell, benefits sell. Okay? Keep that in your mind at all times. All right, so now you want to get a higher party average. Well, we know how that's going to happen. You want to make sure you coach well and get plenty of room, plenty of people into the room if you're doing an in-person, and plenty of people on your virtual. Because the more people, of course, the higher the sales. You're sort of hedging your bets, correct? Okay, so now we know we have to know our product really well. So we can't really go and, try and sell somebody a $285 quick cooker if we don't know what it's really going to do for them. We can't sell them a $220 frying pan if it's not going to be worth the money they're spending, okay? So the features, right? We know why our cookware is better than other cookware. We know why our quick cooker is better than others on the market. And yes, they're going to be able to find cookware and pressure cookers for a lot less than what we're selling. But what are we selling them? We're selling them our knowledge. We're selling them our, us as the consultant. We're selling them recipes. They can call us with questions. If somebody goes to, Costco or Amazon to buy a pressure cooker or a Vitamix, okay, are they going to call them and say, do you have any more recipes for me? Or I've got a question. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing this right. Can I send you a picture? Okay. That's what you're selling. You're selling your product knowledge, why our features are better than others on the market, and you're selling yourself as a full service consultant. That's what I call myself. I am a full service consultant. I make a joke at my shows, I'm Dyla Chef. You call me, you tell me what you have in your fridge, I'm gonna find you a recipe using our tools to make for dinner, okay? So, know your product. Now, if I said to you, okay, if I went across, here and I randomly picked somebody and said, okay, Donna, tell me your favorite product that Pampered Chef, what is your absolute favorite product that Pampered Chef sells? So Donna, unmute yourself and tell me what your favorite product is.
Right now, I'm really big in the blender.
Okay, so the blender is your absolute favorite thing right now, okay? So if I said to you, consultant to consultant, sell me on the blender, what would you say to me?
I love that I can put peanuts in there and not have to add sugar, and I can do my keto thing, and it costs a lot less than the store.
Okay, right? So what has she done right there though, guys? You guys figured it out really quick? Now, if I've got a nut allergy, is the fact that I can make peanut butter gonna be a selling point for me? No matter how great that sounds to maybe 5 other moms or other people in the room, if I've got a nut allergy, what else would Donna have to say to me to have me forget about making my own peanut butter? And I am a diabetic and I do keto, so I'm with you. I'm making my own peanut butter because I will eat peanut butter with a spoon in a bowl. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so, but now what else can she say to me if that's not gonna trigger it for me? That's not gonna convince me to have a show or buy it outright. Okay, so anybody else want to unmute and give me another thing that would convince me or get me interested in maybe purchasing the blender? Anybody else love it and they use it for something else? Not yet? Okay, how about the quick cooker? Anybody got a quick cooker? Do they love their quick cooker? Okay, talk to me about the quick cooker. What would make me want it?
Come on, y'all, somebody.
I like the fact that you can cook a rack of ribs in there and have them done in 20 minutes.
Right.
And there's your dinner.
And what's your name, hon?
Robin.
Okay, so what Robin's done here, what has she given me back by selling me a quick cooker? What has she given me that is the most valuable thing in the whole world to any human being?
Time.
So if you can, so by saying, like how many of you go, oh my God, let's talk about the quick cooker. I mean, who loves baby back ribs? Who's willing to go to, a steakhouse or a restaurant and pay $20 for a half rack of ribs when you can make 2 racks for that price in 45 minutes total from beginning to end on a Wednesday night. Okay, so right there, what have I done? I've given them time back and I've given them value. Okay, so they're saving money, but they're going to get great results in no time at all. Instead of driving to a restaurant, paying a fortune, eating things that are overspiced, over fatty, over salted, you know, so you can make food your own way by using our tools. So I'm saving you time and money. But now, so, okay, so let's go back to the quick cooker. All right, so Robin told me it would be great for making baby back ribs. It is. I'm the one that developed them for the for our quick cooker. So it does beautifully. You're gonna say, like, you know, I mean, another big seller on the quick cooker, because I sold them full price. Okay, why? How many times have we left something frozen? We come home and we realize, oh my God, what did we forget to do? Yep. We forgot to pull the meat out of the freezer. So we do one of three things. One, we decide, oh, we're gonna do breakfast for dinner. No, that means you forgot to pull out the meat. Don't tell me you're doing a memory. You just forgot to pull out your meat for dinner. You're having breakfast for dinner. Okay. Two, you're gonna go out and eat, correct? Again, salty, fatty, expensive, time consuming, correct? Or three, you're gonna drive in your car and buy fresh meat when you've got perfectly good meat sitting in your freezer. So when I tell them they can take that 2 pounds of frozen ground beef, throw it in the quick cooker, add everything else they need to that they would add for a pot of chili, and go ahead and hit the chili button in 35 minutes, they've got, for the same amount of cook time, may take 5 to 10 minutes longer to come to pressure, but they're still gonna have the pot of chili they were planning on making for dinner, okay? So I've saved them time, I've saved them money, and I gave them another, like, oh my God, the ribs were a great idea, but you mean I can cook chicken from frozen? Where you have to give them a multitude of uses for every product, okay? So that's the way you're gonna get some of the higher sales and people interested in buying it outright or booking a show. You know, you've sold them on the idea of a show, which is even better because that's where you're making more money. So where are you going to make more money? On selling one quick cooker to a guest or booking a show and making commission on an entire show? So, but it's still the same thing, guys. You're still selling, okay? You're still selling a thing, a product, an opportunity. It's all selling. All right, so you got to know your products. You have to ask a lot of questions. So what I mean by that is, so if I'm doing a live show or even, you know, a virtual, I ask a lot of questions. So in my live show, because I'm primarily an in-person consultant, okay, so what I do is I go around the room and I ask everybody, like, you know, hey, everybody, welcome. Let me, you know, I want to thank you all for coming to Kara's show. You know, I want to thank Kara for attempting to introduce me and saying my name correctly. So I do appreciate that. She was wrong, but well done for trying, okay? So I always get them laughing right at the very beginning, okay? Then I want to say, okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you what I'm making for you guys tonight, you know, to try. But I want to go around real quick. And if I were coming to your house, if you invite me over to have dinner, what would you make me? Put that into a virtual. If I was coming to your house for dinner, what would you make me? Okay? And go around the room, right? And I told them, be totally honest. And I love the ones that say, I would order in, okay? Or we're getting pizza. Or, oh, I'm going to make you a roast chicken. Why am I asking? First of all, I want to build a relationship. Second of all, I want to know what kind of cooks they are. Okay, so it's something that simple. So once, you know, or ask them another question. Forget about what's for dinner. How many of you have children still living at home? And, you know, what are their ages? Raise your hand if you have kids that are 10 years old and younger, right? Ask your guests. How many of you have teenagers who are eating you out of house and home and you can't wait? It's going to be cheaper for them to go to college than feeding them now, right? So you want to ask them, you want to find out. So if it's somebody like Robin and she's got teenagers, okay, they're eating her out of house and home. She needs something like the quick cooker to be able to do volume food, okay, and meal prep and have things ready for them. Because it's cheaper for her to cook for them than it is for them to take her money and go out to eat all the time. Do you know what I mean? So you want to, so find something that's going to give you a little bit about their lifestyle. Then you're going to give them the right tool. Okay, so how many of you during the summer, how many of you love to grill? Okay, so the hands go up. All right, well, tell me what's your favorite thing to grill? Okay, how many of you love to grill year round? So where am I going to from here? I'm going to go into the, you know, the things, you know, the grilling tools, but I'm going to go right back to our cookware and the grill pans. Okay, we're talking $200, $300 items here. Okay, so by asking them what each person's favorite thing is to do, that's going to get you the information to offer them the product that's going to fit their lifestyle. Okay, that makes you a better consultant because they feel that you're not just trying to sell them, you're trying to offer them a solution. Okay, so if you can give a product multiple uses, all right, I want somebody to be very honest with me. Unmute yourselves and tell me what is one product that for the life of you, you cannot get people to buy. It doesn't matter what it is, just give me a product. Anybody? You can sell every single product in our catalog. Good for you.
I have people tell me that the quick cooker is too expensive.
Okay, so you're not. Are you getting them to book for it, or are you not, like they're just saying because they see the $240 price or the $285 and they're just not interested?
They're not interested because of the price, the $285 or the $240, either one. Okay,
so the price, you're finding that the price is becoming prohibitive for them. They're not going to spend that kind of money. Okay.
Yes.
Now, answer me a question. Do you love the quick cooker?
I just recently got it.
Okay. All right. So you're learning to love it, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Did you have an Instapot or another brand before you got our quick cooker?
No.
Okay. So this is your very first electric pressure cooker.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for being honest. And tell me your name.
Pam.
Okay. So now here's Pam. Pam's got a new product. She's heard about it. It's been around for a year now, exactly a year. Okay. And it's very popular. People love it. Okay. But she's learning to love it. And Pam, I'm not singling you out here, and you can feel free to correct me. But I think what might be the problem as far as selling it is that when you see when you saw the price tag yourself, how many of you went, holy crap, how much is that? Right. And then the minute that thought came into your head, now you're projecting it out to your audience. Okay. What I mean by that is we become price tag prohibitive, meaning we're judging our customers and assuming they're going to look at $240, $285. Right? They're going to look at that price and say, oh, there's no way in hell that's going to happen. Right? Okay.
Yes.
So what you need to do, all of you, really, when it comes to that is never prejudge your audience. Okay? Never prejudge your audience as far as the price. And what I mean by that is, okay, if you think it's too much, you want to thank your lucky stars that you're a consultant and you never pay full price for anything. Right? So if you're like going, you can make a joke and saying, how many of you are looking at the price of this, pressure cooker and thinking that thing better have 4 tires or air conditioning, right? And we do, don't we? We look at something and they go, for that kind of money, it better have 4 tires and air conditioning. All right, make that joke. Be the one that calls out the elephant in the room. And you want to say, let me explain to you guys, I know you're looking at the $240 price and you might be wanting to go for the deluxe set if money was not an option. Let me tell you why this product is worth it to you. Let me explain to you the value of what this product can do. Understand what I'm saying? So by you calling it out and saying, yes, you can go and buy a nice pressure cooker for $169, but let me tell you what ours will do for the value. And if you don't want to buy it full price, do the smart thing, have a show to get it for half price. Do a show and get it for free. So either way, if they're not going to buy it full price, you don't want to lose out on them. But the thing of it is, though, you want them to want it. So tell them everything you could do. Cooks from frozen. It's going to go ahead. You're going to be able to make meals in less than 30 minutes. You're going to be able to do roast. I just did sweet potatoes for my husband, 7 minutes for 4 sweet potatoes. So this is what you want to tell them. That's why you ask them, what kind of cook are you? What tool can I offer you that's going to make your job easier? And let me justify the price for you by telling you what we're offering instead of going in and getting something from somewhere else. So this is what's going to happen. So know your products really well. If you're really trying to sell a product, you have to be madly in love with it. Now, I'm never going to lie to you guys. Am I in love with every single product that Pampered Chef sells? No. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Do I ever put down any product that we sell? No, that's not smart business. Okay. But if a customer comes up to me and they go, oh, what do you think about the chocolate drizzler? Dumbest dash thing we ever sold. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, but seriously, just what I say, well, people really do have fun with it. I said it doesn't fit into my style of cooking and entertaining. So I really can't tell you, but based on what other people who have used it and do it on a regular basis, they seem to enjoy it. It's just not it doesn't fit into my style. I'm not putting down the product. I'm just saying it does not fit into my style of cooking or baking. Okay. So never, but the thing of it is though, I know everything about it. I know how to use it. Okay. Because people are going to buy what you love. Okay. So if you love the citrus peeler, move on. Okay. So what Pam's going to do here with the quick cooker, because she's still learning it, she just got it. She hasn't had it for very long. Once she starts making it a goal, this is what I tell my team. Whenever they come, whenever we have our team meetings, they have to come in and they have to tell me about a product that they just cannot seem to get to go, cannot get people to want it. Okay. I force them. I give them a challenge where they have to take that product and they have to use it every single day for something for a solid 2 weeks. They've got to find a different use and the need for this product for 2 weeks. And then they're going to come back and they're going to sell it at the next team meeting. So what happens here, by them coming up with 14 different uses for that one product that they can't seem to get people interested in, well, now they've fallen in love with it. Now they know everything that product can do. So they're going to be able to sell it now or get people to book for it. Okay. So I think, Pam, honestly, the more and more you use that product, that cooker, you're not gonna go a day without making something in it. Okay, I made chicken cacciatore, on Thursday night in it. I made sweet potatoes yesterday in it. Hard-boiled eggs are like every single minute. Okay, in my house. But the thing of it is, though, and not because I helped design it. I mean, I'm a big believer in pressure cooking. It's just much healthier, faster, more flavor, more nutrition. It's saved in there, and the biggest time saver product you'll ever find. Okay, so know your product. Think of a million uses for that product. That's what, in the more and more uses, the more and more value there is in the product you're trying to sell. And the best thing to get your party average up, you have to sell collections. Okay, everything is a collection. Even if you look at our catalog, everything is all by collections. Your stoneware collection, your cookware collection, your rock crock collection, your forged cutlery collection. So you want people to want to buy one or two of a collection and then have a show with you to get the rest. Okay, you need to group things together. Okay, like I would never sell anybody just the garlic peeler and slicer without them buying the garlic press to go with it, because they do different things. Okay, and again, by knowing my products and what the products can do, people are going to buy bundles. Okay, so if I'm buying a frying pan, what is the one item everybody that buys a piece of cookware from me has to automatically have? You know what it is. Pam, do you know? If you're selling a frying pan, what automatically do you talk about?
I would say a spatula.
Okay, yeah, one of our scraper collection, but I don't let them buy any piece of cookware without the mix and chop going right along with them.
Yes.
But the scrapers are exactly perfect. The scrapers, if I'm selling the omelet pan, the 8-inch pan, I'm definitely talking the scraper collection for making the scrambled eggs omelets. So by grouping products together, guys, that's going to raise your party average. Okay, so if they go like, well, if I'm buying the brownie pan, I can't buy the brownie pan without buying a mini spatula to go with it. It's just common sense. And here's what happens, guys. When people come into every kind of home party, any direct sales, with a certain amount of money that they're planning on spending, your job is to get them to blow right by that. Okay? Most people actually honestly come in and they go, I've got $25 to spend, that's it. But the minute they've spent that $25, every $25 from there doesn't seem to matter, because they're buying what they think they need, you've made them realize, I gotta have that. I've gotta have that skillet. I've gotta have that everyday rock. And I can't have my omelet pan without a good spatula. And if I'm buying the brownie pan for the kids, I need the mini spatula. But think about that. 10 people buy the brownie pan and they all add on a mini spatula to it. Your party averages went up $100. You know what I'm saying? So remember to group, okay? So think about it in your head. If you're working in the kitchen with one of our tools, what other Pampered Chef tools are you using with it? So if you're talking about knives, they can't get a knife without a cutting mat or a cutting board. That's just silly. Am I making any sense here as far as getting your party average up? Know your products. Ask a lot of questions. Find out what your customers are looking for or needing help with. Then give them a lot of the features, but they just care if it's dishwasher safe. Let's just call it what it is, okay? But the features will tell them about the product, but the benefits to them is what's gonna sell the products to them. I'm gonna save you time, I'm gonna save you money, and I'm gonna give you great food and, in the bargain, okay? And I'm gonna give you freedom of being tied to your stove, chopping and dicing by giving you the quick slice, the manual food processor, the food chopper. I'm gonna save you from hurting yourself by showing you how the importance of a good knife in your kitchen. See what I'm doing here, guys? I'm taking whatever thing they give me and I'm giving them back the most valuable thing. Time, I'm saving them money, and I'm giving them better results. And that's what really selling is. If you can give, somebody time back, that's really what your job is, because then they're going to pay for time. We will pay anything to have more time, right? To do the things that we really, but if you got people that really love to cook, they're going to be all over you. So tell them why this is going to change, or teach them a new way to cook with one of our products. Okay. All right. So I don't know if any of that really made any sense.
No, absolutely. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. It did. No, because I think you're right. I think we do.
But I mean, seriously. Well, I'm sitting in my studio right now where I do my filming for my virtual. So all of my products are laid out right in front of me right here. I should really turn the camera and show you all the products that I used in my last show where I went live in. Maybe I will. You really should.
Please.
Let me turn it, just to give you an idea. It's a mess because we're sitting in can you guys see my studio at all?
Yes.
Can you see the
Point
table?
your camera down just a little bit.
Can you see?
There we go.
All right. You see how it's all set up? There's my quick cooker over there. There's the blender, the knife block, all the chopping tools. Okay. So, yeah, I should have really just showed you what I mean by that. But this is what I do, guys. When I go into my virtuals, I always go live into my virtuals. That gets the sales to jump through the roof because I'm actually doing a live demo. Okay, like I would so they're getting the best of an in-home show, but in a virtual. So,
So let me ask you, do you do a whole recipe? Do you do bits?
Oh, I do 4.
You do 4 recipes on a virtual, like all at one time, or you come on a different day?
I do a total live show, Kara.
Okay.
A total live show. I start at 8 o'clock sharp. I'm done at 9 o'clock sharp. And I always do something in the quick cooker. I do something in the rock. I do something in my cookware, some kind of cookware. I demo the quick stir pitcher, the cold brew pitcher, and I demo the whipped cream maker. Just because those are great prizes. Oh, I want that cold brew. You know what I mean? And that's a $60 item. They're all over that. So yeah, but you know why it's so easy to do them in the 1 hour? Because it's like everything is set up. I'm in my, my little studio over here. Everything is set up and I've got all day long to prep everything. So it's not like I'm at a show prepping and trying to control 20 people. So I'm just talking to my guests. They, I do all the postings so they know what time to log on. My hostess is my moderator, and I just do a live show and I'm talking to them and I'm telling them at the beginning of the show, I want to see a lot of hearts, a lot of emojis. I want to know that you guys are responding. And then I go back when I'm done after 9 o'clock and I read all the comments and reply, but I make my hostess sort of like answer questions and moderate the comments for me. Because I can't do that when I'm doing a show because I have my camera set up over here and, and they're facing, that way that I showed you where, the back wall.
Sure.
And I go in. But I'm telling you, if you're not going live into your virtuals, you need to do that if you're a virtual consultant. Just because, they're actually seeing postings are one thing, and I know a lot of us download videos, and that's all well and good, but to see you actually standing in your own kitchen doing a demo, they're getting the best of both worlds. And you'll, and you're talking, $1,000, $1,200, $1,900 party average. Okay. So, but again, you want to, you don't have to do anything I do. Who am I? I'm such old news. It's not even funny. But the thing of it is though, ask your customers what they need. What are they cooking? What are they preparing? What's their family life like? Then you're going to give them, know your products, tell them the benefits, not the features are all well and good. And of course, when you're talking about the deluxe cooker blender, the best feature about that is it cleans itself. You know what I mean? Right? That's a self-cleaning tool. How many of you have never dreamed in your life you'd be a jam maker? I had more fun making jam with that blender, I can't even tell you. Okay? Homemade peanut butter, when you can't have the sugar like me, I'm a diabetic and I don't want any additional sugar, but I've got my daughter who's allergic to to dairy, and so for making almond milk, oatmeal milk, whatever, you're going to sell that thing like new moms for baby food, baby food, homemade sauces, right? But the quick cooker, everything from a vegetarian chili to a nice beef stew, you're going to make baby rack ribs, you're going to make baked apples, you're going to make a beautiful apple crisp or a chicken cacciatore. See what I mean? By giving them all of these uses, it's not, the price is totally irrelevant. Worst case scenario, they don't buy it full price, but they're going to have a show to get it. Okay. But don't forget the less expensive items. Those are your add-on items that brings every order up, up, up. If you focus only on the major ticket items, people are going to think you're only just trying to sell them. Okay. But like I said, do I care if somebody spends $300 on a quick cooker or $300 on 20 other items? Doesn't matter to me. I look at the bottom line. Okay.
Right.
Do show a lot of products at my shows and even in my virtuals. I show, can openers, citrus press, garlic peeler slicers, closing gut, but I really focus on tools that will save them time and money. And I think that's what makes my virtual, my live shows in my virtual parties so popular.
So when you're on your virtual and you ask those questions about what's your life and what do you need and what do you ask those ahead of time so then you know how to respond during that show?
That's exactly what I do. I do postings beforehand to know exactly, and I make them RSVP who's going, and then I have my hostess say, because I do have my host post for me, to get them, they're really involved in the show, but I have my host say, okay, Feriale is planning, these are the choices for the menu tonight. Would you like the, Tuscan pasta? Would you like to see chicken cacciatore? Would you like to see the, whatever? And she, I show her, how to create a poll. She does a poll, and and then oh, this is what we're gonna make. And for dessert, Feriale's gonna make the Black Forest bomb. She's gonna make her skillet apple pie, or would you like to see a strawberry, whatever it is. And then I do a poll. Tell me what kind of cook you are, and then they pick, and then that will allow me to focus on certain products into that, and then I make them, I said, if I'm showing you a product you're loving, I need to see the hearts, because I go live into the group so I can see the hearts and the comments. So, but this way, they're also, like, how, we always talk about our virtuals, we have to be interactive, we have to get engagement. By doing the polls, that engages them.
Right.
Okay. That gets them to respond, and it makes them hop on at 8 o'clock to watch with the host. Okay, I just did one and we had 218 comments. You know what I mean? It was insane. It was, but they literally, and because I'm not dealing with people and I'm already prepped, my show, I can do all that starting at 8 o'clock sharp and then finishing at 9 o'clock sharp.
Okay.
And they love it. They absolutely, absolutely love it. And, and I have a lot of my shows videotaped. So if for some reason I can't hop on, I just go to my YouTube channel and download one of my videos and then I'll watch it along with them and comment with them. So I have what I call generic shows where I'm not actually using the hostess's name and date or season. So this way, if I need to, and you guys should really do that, just do a show, make dinner for the family, and archive it so you can always download it into a virtual, that you need to, boost your sales and go live into.
Is your channel something we can search and find one of these to watch, or can you put a link on our page?
I can give you one of, I can, let me, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll send you the YouTube for one of my videos that I just did for my, for my lemon artichoke pasta.
Okay.
Just to get an idea how to, that might be good for Pam, being that she's got the new quick cooker, because she'll like that. But I will find, I do have a YouTube channel. If you go and Google me, you'll see me doing a ton of stuff. You're welcome to, subscribe to that and stuff. There's different ones, but I think the most common one you can just hop on and, and see. And I have nothing. It's not like it's, it's a big secret. Oh, you can't see one of my shows.
A lot of our people are newbies, so I think that would be great for them to be able to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I even have one that are like short ones, like how to sell the cold brew pitcher, how to make a caprese salad with the quick slice. But these are, and feel free to use them and put it. It doesn't matter to me. But the thing about it is, I just did one, how to make a perfect French omelet. Those are the things you would really want to watch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because those you can do yourself. You can watch mine as a tutorial and then go ahead and do one yourself and go into your VIP page or into a live show with it. Into a virtual show. And it's like, it takes 5 minutes to do a beautiful French omelet, but no one really knows how to make an omelet, a true omelet.
It's true. You're right. You're very true.
So these little things, guys, that you want to make yourself stand out and sell the product by going, oh, I can look at that omelet. I don't have to go out and spend $10.95 for an omelet where it's going to cost me 34 cents.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If someone puts pancake batter in your omelet and gives you more carbs than you want. I get that.
Right, exactly. They do that too.
They do. Yep. That's what IHOP does to their pancakes. Right. You have been amazing. And did I really say your name wrong?
It's Feriale.
Feriale. Okay. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
I'm sure. But I try, because people get my name wrong all the time. So I totally get that.
I know. Well, the thing with either Cara or Kara, and you're like going, I don't know, so.
Yeah, but I work with a Tara instead of a Tara, and she corrects everybody and gets mad. So I'm just like, if you call me hey you and you're being nice, I'm okay with it. So,
well, I like to say, call me whatever you want. Don't call me late for dinner. So
it's like, you have been absolutely amazing. Everybody else on the call, if you want to, real quick, if you've got any questions, let's do that. And then we're going to let her go because it's after 9 o'clock her time. She's pushing 10 o'clock.
Don't worry about me. I'm a total night owl, so do not worry about me. Yeah, I'm a terrible night owl.
I am too. I have to force myself to go to bed, otherwise
I know.
Yep. Questions, everybody?
Nah, they're not
I
gonna
think you probably just stunned us all to the point where we don't have any questions yet.
Stunned? Okay.
So, Feriale, I have a question.
Okay, I do.
Okay, honey, go ahead.
I have a question about the quick cooker.
Okay.
I'm not sure who's talking.
I thought it was Robin, but I don't know.
Okay, this is Robin. My question was, when you never mind. Go ahead to whoever else. I kind of forgot already.
Robin, I'm sorry.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, thank you.
You got a question for me?
Yes, I do, and it's about the quick cooker.
Okay.
And this is kind of a crazy question, I guess. I don't know, but when you cook frozen hamburger meat in it,
yeah,
you do with the grease from the hamburger meat.
Well, if I'm making a pot of chili, I never drain the fat for a pot of chili. That's what gives it that great flavor.
Right.
So, but I do, and I generally don't buy. I buy very lean ground beef. I buy so I buy usually 90 or 93% lean. Who needs the fat? So it's never a problem. And generally when you're doing ground beef, when you really think about it, you're never eating raw ground beef. They're always going to get cooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it is frozen, what you could do if you really wanted to, and I've done this, where I just cook the ground beef, I go from like 10 minutes, and then I break it up. I'll give it a quick drain, and then add everything else and go from there. So if you wanted to add the extra time, you could definitely do that. But you really don't have to cook a lot of chili. I wouldn't worry too much about the fat being in there. Just buy lean ground, don't buy like 80%. That's all fat.
Yeah.
You buy 90, 85% or better. You should be okay if you're making a pot of chili or something like that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Robin, did you remember your question?
No. Okay, I'll think of it when it's over.
That's all right, Robin. No worries, hon.
No. Anybody else?
I'm excited to go to the YouTube and binge a few of your videos.
There's not too many Feriale yams up there. You should find me.
Okay.
If you find more than one of me, God help us all. Okay. But yeah, you should. You're good to go. You'll be fine. All right, guys.
All right. Well, at that, I'm going to just go ahead and say thank you and appreciate it so much for you coming on. I was
My pleasure. I'm honored to be asked.
Being on here, and you've given us lots and lots of nuggets of gold here. So we'll do that. And then if you guys don't find something when you're looking for her, or she sends me a post for one, I'll post it on the group. So you guys, thank you. And then for those of you, next week we're going to do off because it's Labor Day weekend, and then we're going to start a director bound group. So watch the page to see what's going on with that. We're still digging for Disney. We got our last quarter, so we can all make it there.
Their busiest quarter. You'll make it, guys.
That's right.
All right.
Guys, have a great night. Thank you, my dear.
All selling, guys.